It's the London Marathon this Sunday. Weather looks fantastic. I've always looked forward to it.
Away we go. It's April, it's London, and the marathon is back where it belongs.
Used to live right on the route, deep in South London. You could feel the buzz on race day. The streets would fill with people, families, kids waving flags, strangers cheering on strangers. There was this beautiful sense of unity, togetherness. Everyone was rooting for everyone else. It was inspiring. And this year, 56,000 brave souls are set to take part. Over 25,000 of them will be women, and many will be running for charity. Think about that.
Well, this Sunday, his wife Lindsay is going to be running the London Marathon to continue, of course, raising money in his memory.
Tens of thousands of people pushing their bodies to the limit, not for gormless social media likes, not for money, but to help someone else. To raise money for people they will probably never meet. That's love in action. That's the heart of Christ. It's the world's biggest single-day fundraising event. 1.3 billion raised over the years. Ordinary people doing something extraordinary. Not for themselves, but for a cause greater than them. That's what makes it so powerful and why it matters. And that's something we should be proud of. We should also be proud of London itself. I was down there just last weekend. Say what you like, it's still the greatest city in the world. Now, I'm not much of a runner myself. I've done over 100 park runs, so I've done my bit. But that's about my limit. I'm more of a cart horse than a racehorse. The furthest I've ever run is 10k, 6 miles. 26.2 miles? Not a chance. Maybe in the future if there's a bacon sandwich and a finish line massage waiting. But I've seen the dedication. Some of the women at parkrun take their running incredibly seriously, and rightly so. For them it's not just a hobby, it's their life. It's discipline. It's something they've worked on for months, even years. They set goals, top 100, top 500, top 1000. Every improvement in their placing is a little victory. They've earned it. They've sweated for it. And it matters. It means something to them. Unfortunately, that's now being undermined because this year, those same women will be forced to compete against men. Not men doing it in a wig and tutu for charity. Those ones you can laugh with, take selfies with. No, I'm talking about men who genuinely believe they are women. And they're not doing it for a laugh, they're doing it because they are psychologically unwell. And instead of giving them the help they need, we're giving them prizes. We're giving them podium finishes. We're letting them take something that doesn't belong to them and call it progress. Last week, the UK Supreme Court finally said what everyone already knows. What your nan knows. What kids know, that the word sex in the Equality Act refers to biological sex. Not feelings, not fantasy, not make-believe. A man is a man and a woman is a woman. Not that long ago, that wasn't controversial, it was just obvious. But now, it's become an act of rebellion to say something so basic and true. Trans people are not evil, they're not villains, they are unwell. And they deserve love, they deserve support, they deserve compassion. What they must not get is indulgence. Because the moment you start indulging delusion, you start hurting people, real people, women. And here's the key point. They are not content to be left alone. If they just wanted to live quietly, wear what they want, call themselves what they want, most people couldn't give a toss. They would shrug and move on. But they won't leave women alone. They insist on invading women's spaces, women's sport, women's changing rooms, women's shelters.
The nurses who say they don't feel safe sharing changing rooms with a trans colleague.
It's degrading.
It feels humiliating.
Humiliating, yeah. It's an open changing room. There aren't anywhere, there's nowhere to hide in there. We all have to get changed out in the open, so we're vulnerable.
And if anyone speaks up, the bullying begins. Look at what happened to J.K. Rowling. A lifelong leftist, a woman who literally created one of the most inclusive cultural phenomena in history. And because she said women are real, she's had her life threatened, abused, just for saying something that until 5 minutes ago, everyone apart from a few nutters would agree with. I remember going on a package holiday to Turkey, a secular Muslim country, conservative. One night I'm in the bar and 2 British women rock up with a mate claiming to be a trans woman. I couldn't believe it, completely out of place. I was thinking, Jesus, is this what the British are now? But I'm a conscientious Christian, so I always stop and ask myself, am I wrong here? Am I judging unfairly? At first, he didn't seem to be hurting anyone, although there were children around wondering what exactly is that. And I thought, hey, what's my problem? But as the night wore on and the beers kept flowing, something shifted. He got louder ruder. He started bullying the wait staff, ordering them about, belittling them. What I saw in his eyes wasn't identity confusion. It was domination, possession, a spiritual sickness. It wasn't about expression or being born in the wrong body. It was about power, control and bullying, those old human evil traits. And now let's talk about the man responsible for this at the London Marathon, Hugh Brasher. The man in charge, wealthy and privileged, nothing wrong with that. 2005 he rode a motorbike from London to Cape Town, just because he fancied it. Me? Well, I was focused on paying the rent. That's the difference. These guys live in a bubble, a world where decisions are made based on bonkers ideology, not reality. And the latest is, he's making the marathon boycott Twitter. Yes, X, the platform people use to express opinions. Apparently, too much free speech is just a little bit too icky for him. Says it all, doesn't it? So let me say this clearly and without apology. A man is a man, a woman is a woman, and no amount of hormone treatment, surgery, makeup, or social media pressure will change that eternal truth. As it says in the eternal ancient scriptures of our planet, Genesis 1, so God created man in his own image. In the image of God he created him, male and female he created them. Transgender people should be protected, they should be left alone, but they must also learn to leave women alone. Because if they don't, we will say so, we will stand up, and we will speak the truth, no matter how much it offends the false prophets of tolerance. To everyone running the marathon this weekend, Godspeed. Run with joy, run with honour. And to every woman competing, hold your head high. Know this, however the official results come out, you finish several places higher than the record will ever show.